We good? You good? How we doing? Rise and shine. Good morning. Good morning. It is 8 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. It is February the 28th. It's almost leap day. It just occurred to me I'm traveling for leap day. That's kind of fun. Anyway, good morning. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's doing in the world of weather. I am off today wearing the Deuce Polo because I'm running down to the Science Center to tape some The Science of It segments. So we'll be having a little bit of fun. I love the Science Center, obviously, so much that I feel like it's my second home at this point. But at any rate, good morning to you. We're going to do our own little science stuff this morning here on Coffee Talk. Top two things we're monitoring: the warm sunshine. That's right. How warm do we get, you ask? We'll discuss. And rising rain chances. Looking ahead to the forecast. Yep. Lots to discuss, and we'll get to all of it on Coffee Talk this morning. First, though, let's look live. This is our Tower Cam network at the Kennedy Space Center, looking at the Vehicle Assembly Building. Some high, thin clouds. It is a beautiful start to the morning there, isn't it? Just a gorgeous, gorgeous setup. Looking ahead to the day today, I think we're going to have this gorgeous weather lingering. First warning, live Doppler radar. Not picking up on any rainfall, but look at those temperatures climbing. 63 in Orlando, 64 in Leesburg, 62 in the Villages, and 60 degrees in Ocala. So definitely comfortable. Definitely milder, and definitely going to be a gorgeous day. This morning, when we were getting the kids ready, wife was like, do I need to put the jackets on? Do we need to do the jackets for the kids? And it's like, no, we're good today. Southwest wind always does the trick here in Central Florida, right? So we'll work to about 77 degrees 11 a.m., 81 degrees by 1 p.m., and 83 degrees our high temperature on the day. Looks like a pretty nice day in my book, right? Neighborhood by neighborhood, the beach is a little cooler because of that water influence, but like not much. Whereas the inland spots are running about 83, 84 degrees. I see you, Bithlo. I see you, Sanford. 86 in DeLand. That's southwest wind, y'all. That's southwest wind. So let's chat about the overall weather pattern, all right? Sunny, warm, but north and west of us, there is a cold front that's trying to work our direction. That cold front does make it through tomorrow. It will usher in a slight chill to our Central Florida landscape. So today's high is 83. Tomorrow's high is 76. It's, I guess, a slight chill, like with an asterisk, right? Because it's not a chill. It's just putting us back to where we should be this time of year. So there's that. All right. So yeah, not a bad little setup whatsoever. Not a bad little setup whatsoever. Lots going on over in the week. I clicked the wrong button. Lots going on over the weekend. We do have showers in the forecast, though, unfortunately. So let's dial this in. So we've got warm southwest wind today. Watch that front sneak in. Maybe a sprinkle tomorrow, not a big concern. And then that front kind of sits and dies south of us. But while it does so, we start to watch the setup west of us, okay? While that front kind of fades south of us, out west of us, it's looking more like an open trough as opposed to a closed low. But there's going to be a bunch of moisture starting to organize and move our direction. So, yeah, Thursday, a couple sprinkles. Friday, a couple of showers. Saturday, a few showers. Sunday into Monday look to be kind of the wettest little window, okay? When we look to our rain coverage, here's your rain chances, all right? Oh, wrong button. I did temperatures. Should have done rain chances. Here's your rain chances. 20% Thursday, a sprinkle or two on Friday, Saturday 30%, and then, of course, we get wetter looking at Sunday. So, that said, kind of an interesting little setup here, okay? Here's the setup on Saturday. That front will be south of us. It's dead in the water, bubbling up that moisture out in the Gulf, and then just bringing the rain through Saturday and even into Sunday, right? And, you know, at the moment, definitely looks like South Florida wants to get more rain than us in Central Florida. but there's rain in the forecast. And what I think is so interesting here is it's Wednesday, keep in mind. But the global models have not yet dialed in on how much rain they want to show. Look at the differences here. Okay, on the left, the European, the American model, totally different on the right. The European is like, yeah, it's going to be some heavy rain. 1 to 2 widespread with 2 to 3 inches in spots. Whereas the GFS is like, we'll do like a half inch of rain or less. So it really depends on where you are. Could go this direction, could go that direction, right? Really depends on where you are. So I think it's kind of interesting. Either way. Now, that said, let's look at the difference between the models, right? Of course. There we go. Okay, I'm like, why are we being grumpy today? Okay, all right, so this is the raw GFS American model, okay? Basically, I mean, it's not like none of them are going anything crazy, right? But so let's just switch over to precipitation. We'll do 6-hour precipitation, and we'll bring it back. And we'll go to states, Florida. All right, so here's Florida. This is lunchtime tomorrow. You see, like tomorrow, there's American GFS. All right, lunchtime tomorrow, bringing in a couple of showers. Then we get to, this is Friday, 2 p.m. All right, popping up a couple of showers. Notice, though, this is the GFS throwing a pretty decent influx in. That's Saturday lunchtime. A decent little influx of moisture around Saturday lunchtime. And then this is 2 a.m. Sunday, clearing out. So the GFS is really going pretty meager in terms of decent rains, right? Let's switch over from the GFS. Let's pop over to the European. All right, and let me reset things. So here's Thursday. So this is tomorrow, 5 a.m., some sprinkles in North Florida. Notice through tomorrow afternoon, the Europeans wanting to put in a few additional showers, right? Some heavier pockets of rain out over the beach. That's 7 p.m., for example. Now, that's 6-hour rain. So what you're looking at is the rain over a 6-hour time frame. All right. Then that's 3 p.m. Friday. So into the afternoon, it's kind of trying to pulse up a few showers. Into Saturday, the European model is like rain. And that's where you've got a dramatic difference. That's the European. That's the GFS. Big difference. Big difference in terms of rainfall forecasts. And then looking at 1 p.m., this is 7 a.m. Sunday through Sunday afternoon and this is Monday. The European is going bonkers in terms of rainfall. So there is a big difference between the two models. There is a big difference. We see it there graphically, of course, but just look at the rainfall totals map. On the left, the European is like, yeah, it's going to be heavy. Like the European is wanting to hint at washout. The GFS is like, there'll be some showers, but we don't have to worry. So when we see this, and for those of us that have done this a while, and I'm not just saying like as a meteorologist, I'm saying you as the weather nerd. And if you're not a weather nerd, I hate to break it to you, you're watching a darn Facebook Live, X Live, YouTube Live talking about the weather. You're a weather nerd. It's okay. But for those of us that have done this a while, when you see models that are completely on separate pages here, that tells me the confidence in the forecast is low. And at least in the term of that, the confidence in how much rain we're going to get is pretty low. This is a futurecast only goes out through Friday at this point. So let's just kind of dial that in. All right, here's Friday, 9 a.m. This is as far out as our futurecast goes. All right, and it's showing a few of those coastal showers through the day. And then into the afternoon, trying to develop some more rains north of town. And then overnight, not a ton. And that's as far out as our futurecast goes. I wish I could take you further, but I could take you further in range, but not in terms of timeline. So we'll go as far out as futurecast go. I just want to look here. That's 10 p.m. on Friday. Yeah. So there's that. So it's It's too early to dial this in exactly, but what I will say is that weekend forecast is absolutely subject to change. So I don't remember who, but somebody was asking about bike week and like, what's the forecast? So Friday, I think we're looking really good, maybe a coastal shower or so. But Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday and Tuesday even, those weather impacts may be coming up just a little bit. Beth says, being a weather nerd is awesome. I agree. Weather nerd and Eric. Oh, Justine, thank you, my love. I appreciate that. Taylor says, you say weather nerd like it's a bad thing. Oh, I have no problems with it. Like, I'm good. I'm totally good. Dan, me. All right, so there you go, Dan. So, you know, sorry about that. So, weather impacts, you know, all right. So I'm not using, sorry guys, I'm not using this microphone anymore. I switched to my webcam. Let me try and switch back to the microphone and see if that fixes it. Is that better? Okay, I fixed it. I think we're good. Are we good? Even my webcam seems like it's not good. Like we just got a major power hit at the house. Let me try, hold on a second. I feel like this webcam looks like garbage now. Ay. Just goes to show what like a power hit can do some wonders. All right, so here we are. We're back. I think we're fully connected. What I was talking about before I was so rudely interrupted is the fact that we're not looking perfect when it comes to the forecast for Bike Week. And for that, I'm sorry. It's not going to be perfect, but it is what it is. Right? So we just kind of have to roll with the punches, and we'll be all right. It does look a little cloudy. You're coming in 5 by 5. Okay. Working now. Love it. All right. So anyway, so just tracking some showers, and we'll have to deal with that, but we're good to go. All right. All right. Hey, I got, by the way, I got a new video for the hurricane special, the hurricane forecast. Can I share that with you? Take a look. This is going to be, they call it the social media video for the hurricane special. Take a listen.
We're halfway between hurricane season ending and hurricane season beginning, and that's naturally a really good moment to remind everybody that hurricane season's right around the corner. And for the past years, I've been working on my own hurricane forecast. it goes beyond just how many numbers of storms and hurricanes there are. It gets into the patterns. This year, Florida is absolutely going to be heightened in terms of landfall threats. And so I think that this is probably one of the most important hurricane forecasts I've ever put out. Knowing ahead of time, I think at the very least should give folks the opportunity to make decisions. We've had great success. The last 2 years, every storm to make landfall made landfall in a hotspot that WESH 2 called for. So the idea here is not to scare anybody, but we call ourselves first warning weather for a reason. This is the bedrock, the foundation of why, giving you the first warning so that months ahead of time, heading into hurricane season, we know exactly what stretches of coastline have a higher threat of hurricane tropical impacts and what stretches of coastline may be able to breathe a cautious sigh of relief. We'll be putting the forecast out on my Coffee Talk, which is on Facebook and X and YouTube at 8 a.m.
So join us. That's what I wish that I had mentioned. Yeah. So, wow, just a couple of days away from that. So that was a great video that my friends over in the creative service department put together. Yeah. Tim says I look so young in that video. I shot that video like a week ago. It's all the lighting, which it occurs to me, hold on. My light is off. It didn't turn back on. Okay. See what lighting does? I feel better. I feel lit. Oy vey. So there you go. So coming up on Friday, we'll be discussing the hurricane season. And, you know, it's not to hype, but it's a good reminder that hurricane season's around the corner, right? Matt says, from that video, it would seem I'm going to get supplies early this year. Yeah, I mean, I did drop a little hint saying that Florida's got some things we need to watch. So I think we all have a pretty good idea. Yeah. Yeah, Ted says I'm lit. Yeah, Gavolt. I haven't had a cocktail or a glass of wine in years. Diane says Friday from Huntsville. That's right. I'm doing it from Huntsville. Debbie, the truth is out. Eric does wear pants during coffee. Oh, yes. I'm wearing jeans. I've already done the drop off at school, so I have to be decent. Yes. Yes. Is Florida the target for hurricanes? Mr. Bob, I feel like I kind of mentioned that in the video. Nikki says, I need my house to get finished before anything heads our way. Let's hope so. Yeah. Let's hope so. All right. So that's coming on Friday. Very much looking forward to putting that out finally. In the meantime, though, let's make sure we're also discussing our 7-day forecast here, friends. All right. Couple of sprinkles next couple of days. Rising rain chances into the weekend and even into next week. Oh, my God. That's so funny, Taylor. I would prefer to be like that, but, you know, got to do what I got to do. Oh, man. Lit also means great these days. Oh, it does? See, I'm not cool. I don't get those things. Oh, well. What's the collective group name for us coffee talkers, Gisella's asking? I don't know. What do you think? In all seriousness, your forecast information and what you have taught us prompted me to get my whole house generator system done. Brian, if our discussions can help each other be better prepared for hurricane season, then that's literally all I could ever ask for. You know, truthfully. Matt, without giving much away, do we at least get to share some hurricane love with Jeremy Nelson? Oh, Jeremy's going to be live with me at 8 a.m. on Friday, 100%. Yep. Yeah, Jeremy will be with me for that. Your kids aren't old enough yet for you to know the latest slang. It's true. It's true. Debbie says we're coffee talkers and love it. Oh, thank you, everybody. Coffee Talk Weather Nerds. Whatever you all want to call yourselves, we're all in this together, right? That's all. Barb, I got braver since I put my storm shelter in. Well, look, you know, whatever we can do to prepare for the season, right? That's the way I look at it. As long as we're good, as long as we're prepared, that's all. Lauren, have you... All right, are we back? Are we back now? I don't know what's going on with my power grid at the house. I feel like I just need to pop my main breaker and just go straight off of my power walls. Are you there now, everybody? Can you hear me now? I don't even know. All right, I think we're back. Are we good? All right, I think we're good now. I don't know. I don't know what's happening, y'all. I'm sorry. I've never seen it where it hits the way that it does. You know, usually if the power goes out, it goes right over to my power walls, but I feel like we're getting a brownout or a surge or something. So, anyway, this is only a lot annoying. It doesn't look like my connection's very good to y'all, so I apologize.